Hey, I'm Alex from Switchaboo. I'm joined here with Anthony from, I had it down here, Screwtape Studios. I nearly got it that time. So tell us a little bit about Damsel.
So Damsel is an arcade action platformer. So really focused on speed attack and speed running, and it's got that real fast-paced feel. We were inspired by platform games from the early '90s like Commander Keen and Duke Nukem, Jill of the Jungle. So yeah, it's really sort of trying to get back to those roots. For me, when I was like 10, playing games for the first time.
Fantastic. So a lot of nostalgia.
Yeah, very nostalgic for us. Yeah.
Again, congratulations on your Steam launch.
Oh, nice.
It was not long ago. So I imagine you're pretty excited about all that?
The excitement will come after after we have a good sleep. No,
Yeah.
It's been really good. A full-on couple of months, but it's nice to get out there and have people playing it.
Yeah.
Give us feedback. And,
Yeah,
it's
absolutely.
cool. Yeah.
So nerves are dying down a little bit as well. So you're starting to get some positive feedback.
I think we've been working on it so long that we weren't too nervous. We were just
Yeah.
like, let's just get this thing out. And, get it in people's hands.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Yeah.
Going into the game a little bit more, I noticed a bit of a comic book aesthetic you guys got going there. What was the inspiration behind that?
Yeah, we really wanted to do that, like living Saturday morning cartoon / comic book thing. It's just a nice light way for people to engage with the game. If it was too dark and grim, I think it might put a few people off. So yeah, we went with this light story, this light world, and the comic book theme really sort of just suits that perfectly.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
On top of that, so not only is the comic book aesthetic, but I also noticed some Asian influence, like with some kanji in the background. Tell us a bit more about the setting, I guess.
Yeah, so we were. I dig like cyberpunk stuff, but we weren't doing a cyberpunk game. But we wanted to pull in some of that sort of that sort of cyberpunk aesthetic without the cyber, I guess.
Yeah.
Like vampunk, I think is the. We're playing.
You got me stumped on that one.
We're doing it now, right?
Whatever it is, you're doing it.
Yeah, so it's those bright neons, super urban setting. It's just more fun than castles and forests and graveyards. That's been done.
Yeah, exactly. You're absolutely right.
So factories and alleyways and stuff like that. It's just it's something a little bit different.
Yeah.
It's an excuse to have bright lights.
Yeah. Going to the gameplay a little bit and the level design. Are we looking at a level by level game, or is this more of a Metroidvania?
So we have like 15 arenas essentially, and they're closed off. They're not linear. They're spaces that you can run around and explore. And we throw a different mission at you. So you could go in and have to rescue all the hostages, or disarm the bombs, or hack servers, or just kill all the vampires. But it's quite freeform. It's like Pac-Man on steroids, basically.
Right.
Yeah,
I like
it's
that,
all about clearing out the thing.
Yeah. Is that going to be like a slogan, Pac-Man on steroids?
Well, I've said Pac-Man on crack, actually. Yeah. But,
Got to try to get around copyright.
I don't think we're allowed to say that, yeah.
What can we expect from the weapons? Is it melee, or is it... we're looking at shooting?
Yeah, so Damsel has an ultraviolet shotgun. It shoots UV crystals, which is the perfect thing for vampires.
Yeah.
And she also has a pretty devastating couple of melee attacks. You don't upgrade your weapons and you don't get new ones throughout the game. The tool set that we give you is the one that you play the whole game with.
Okay.
And we prefer to throw you in different situations where you have to use that tool set in a different way.
Yeah, right.
And you figure out, the finer points of it, and you can experiment with chaining together those different moves.
Yeah.
It was the idea that, in the game's Damsel, female protagonist, that's sort of a topical thing at the moment. And the idea of gameplay I wanted to explore was, you survive. If you don't get anything given to you, use the tools that you've been given and harness them. We hope that someone might take that lesson and apply it to their life, maybe. You're good enough. What you've got is good enough, and you can use that to succeed. So that's sort of
I like that. That's
the
a
arty,
good
philosophical sort of thing underlying it, which everyone could completely ignore if they want to.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Yeah.
So going from the weapons, we've also got like different abilities that I saw in the launch trailer. So I saw some dashing and whatnot.
Yeah, so she can dash, and then she's got this stake dive where you sort of start up and move down, and that's all driven by these skulls that you collect around the level. The more skulls you get, the more sort of the more chances you get to do some of those moves.
Yep.
We also have this idea where you collect more skulls and you dash through an enemy and you'll weaken them.
Yep.
And the more skulls you've collected, the more you weaken them. And then when you kill them, you get rewarded with more skulls. So it's sort of this positive feedback loop. And that skull also acts as a multiplier for your score. So it's all about getting that big score.
The high score, yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, very arcadey.
Very arcadey.
Yeah, awesome. Is there anything else you'd like to tell us about Damsel?
Well, it's available now on Steam. It's $20 US. I'm not sure what it is in Australia.
I think that normally accounts for like $30 Australian.
Yeah, something like that. Where we will make it. Steam just literally in the last week has opened up Australian pricing, so it will be $20 Australian as well. As soon as we get out of packs, and we can go and change it on the thing.
Yeah.
And it will be available on Nintendo Switch early next year. So we're thinking. The producer tells me that they want it out in March, which means we'll probably be out in April.
Doesn't always go to plan, doesn't it?
Never goes to plan, yeah.
And lastly, for our audience, where can people follow you and get updates on,
so
on the game?
you can find us on Twitter at Damsel Game, find us on Facebook, Damsel Game, and you can also just search for us on Steam, Damsel, you'll find us there. And you can also visit damselgame.net.
Yeah, fantastic. Thank you very much, Anthony.
Thank you very much.
And next time, I'll know to pick a less windier spot. Thank you.